Hey guys, dealing with confidence tips. I'm going to talk a little bit about Arnold Schwarzenegger, some of his motivation and confidence strategies that I learned from reading his book Total Recall. First, I'm going to talk about why Arnold, why do I want to learn from him. Second is how he set goals. Third is how he would move forward, his mindset. Fourth, work ethic. 24 hours in a day is his concept, and I'll explain that. First, why Arnold? Very simple. He achieved three major goals and reached the highest possible level, literally the highest in the world, in three totally different areas. He was the number one bodybuilder in the world of all time at the time. He became the number one movie star based on how much his movies made and in the United States. Then he became governor of California. He wasn't born in the US, so it was illegal for him to be president. That was the highest office he could have reached. That's ridiculous. He reached three pinnacles in completely different areas, pretty much completely unrelated. So I always thought and realized that he knows some things about success. He has some principles that he understands and he applies. Obviously, he's very talented as well, but he knows things about success. Because there are people who are very talented at sports, they're not necessarily going to be a movie star. They're movie stars who didn't get into politics. These are three very different things. Number one lesson is he would set very specific goals. This is not new, but it's great when you can see someone so successful implementing something that we've heard about so much in so many books. He set very specific goals. A point that I loved, and this was very important for me, was he said, people say, Arnold, you have such a specific goal. Isn't this constraining? Don't you feel like you can't do what you want? And he says, no, it's freeing because he knows where he's going exactly and he can get there however he wants. So the goal's important, not the system. He's not attached to this is my way. It's here's the goal, whatever works to get there I'm going to do within reason. He seems, like a competitive but ethical guy. And that's what he did. And that's a huge confidence boost, knowing where you're going and just going for it and not worrying about too much else. Second is moving forward. He talks about he would shut his emotions off, shut his thoughts off. There's some modern ideas like repressed emotions and repressed memories. As far as I know, there's no proof that these things actually exist. It's more like this was the Buddhist idea from thousands of years ago. If you have an emotion and you feed into it, you're actually making it stronger. If you're angry and you punch a pillow, you're making it stronger. So he would cut off his emotions to an extent to move forward, which was useful. If, say you're upset about something that didn't work, just boom, it's in the past, move forward. It's getting to not feel that emotion as much and spending that time moving forward, not regretting. So he was always moving forward. He wasn't worrying about the past. If he had a disadvantage, he was just out to win. And finally, this one's one of my favorites. He says this over and over in the book, and it's genius. I love this concept, and it was something I'd never thought of. A lot of things I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. This one, it made perfect sense, but it was not something I'd ever thought. There's 24 hours in the day. That's how Arnold looked at it. He says, you sleep 6 hours, you work out for 4 hours, you work on your business for 4 hours, and then you work on a hobby for 4 hours. That's, what is that, about 18 hours. You still have 6 hours left. There's a lot of time in the day. He could do 3 or 4 totally different things and had all the time to do them. And still sleep, have fun, do things. He has a great thing in the end where students complaining he has to work when he's governor, and it's supposed to be one of those moments where the politician has to ingratiate himself, and Arnold's like, what's wrong with that? Why I can't tell the whole story now. I wish I could, but he's like, why are you wasting your life? You have 2 classes and you have a part-time job. What are you doing with the rest of your time? It's so unexpected. And that's a great mindset just to keep in mind. When you actually break it down purely logically, it's like, where is your time going? You have a lot more time than you think. We all have a lot more time than we think. Um, in conclusion, those are 3 great tips from Arnold Schwarzenegger. I might make another one of these, which I will either put in the playlist and I'll put a link. Definitely subscribe. It's going to be great information on this channel. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Take care.